Hey, 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 welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we are. We've got Suhr. It's everywhere. It's beautiful. And today we're going to be showcasing in our weekly pedal demos here. We're going to be showing off the differences between two of our most popular pedals of the same variety, the Suhr Shiba Drive. And we're basically going to be comparing the OG, original Suhr Shiba Drive with the Suhr Shiba Drive Reloaded. I had to slow down a little bit because saying Suhr Shiba Drive, I don't think I could say it more than one time that fast. But let's just go ahead and jump in playing the beautiful Mateus signature Suhr through the Badger 35 head and cabinet. Fantastic setup here. Better roll these sleeves up because it's about to blow us away. All right, so to start off, we're just going to start with everything at noon, or that's about noon 30. Just kidding. But so we're going to start with everything just straight up, and we'll just start by just kind of comparing these two. Here's kind of the clean tone. It's still got a little bit of hair on it. Already got a little drive going here. Now let's hear what happens when we just turn on the Shiba Drive OG. Oh, super nice sounding. Now, let's go ahead and jump over to the Reloaded. Yeah, very nice. Let's get the comparison going here. So right off the bat, sounds like the Reloaded has maybe just a little bit tighter of a low end to it. Let's try it one more time. So a little bit different, but same sort of flavor. Now let's start tweaking them here a little bit. Now let's talk also a little bit about this smooth setting here. So one thing on the Shiba Reloaded, you either have smooth as either, and let me just double check, yeah. So smooth on the left side is going to be just a slight high end roll off. Go over to the right, it's going to be a little more. Now what's different about the Shiba Drive is that in the middle there's no high end roll off, and then same deal on the left, it's a little bit, on the right it's a lot. So but it doesn't sound like it's too, in this setting, it doesn't sound like they're too different. So now let's go ahead and tweak some settings on here. Let's see what happens when we try to bring the gain down just a little bit and bring the level up. Almost use this more as kind of a clean boost to some extent. Get sort of a similar sound going here. Pretty different. Yeah, definitely a different sort of flavor here, and we're right at about the same setting. A lot more gain out of this guy for sure. Like we have to really bring, so whereas we're about right here on this dude. Yeah, you got to bring this one down a little more to get it same in that same range. So there's definitely, yeah, it seems like the range is maybe, I don't know, arguably maybe a little small, or well, it just has more gain. It's not even that the range is less. Shiba drive feels a little more compressed. Reloaded feels maybe a little more open to me. Very nice stuff. So now, let's start getting into some of the more extreme settings here. Let's go ahead and see what happens when we just go ahead and go to the absolute opposite of where we just were. And let's bring it up. I'm going to bring the levels back down because I feel like it's going to explode. I'm going to leave that tone just right above noon. I usually, on just about any overdrive pedal, with the exception of tube screamers, I usually keep them a little lower. But for the most part, it seems like with overdrives like this, I like to keep the tone knob pretty high. Mostly just because I like for it to cut in a mix when you're playing with a band. So here we go. So we're getting a little more extreme here. One of the best things about that pedal, just having that endless amount of sustain out of either one, pretty amazing. Definitely when the gain becomes, when more gain is introduced, you can really hear the differences between the two. Definitely more low end in the old school one. Let's see what happens when we put them both in the same smooth setting now. Feels a little more compressed over here for sure. Let's turn the tone knob up a little bit on both of them. Let's see what happens when we go to the further smooth setting. So this is going to cut even more high end, but we're going to actually boost the tone knob a little bit, which seems contradictory, but sometimes you know, we can get a little more out of the EQ section that way by rolling it off on the front end. Cool, yeah, definitely cool stuff for sure. So definitely in the same sort of flavor group, but definitely noticing with the Reloaded, it feels maybe like we have a little bit more compression, maybe a little bit tighter low end. That being said, there's something very like big and classic about the Shiba drive too that kind of reminds me of another famous blue pedal that has the word blues in it, made by another company that starts with the letter B from Japan. But which I believe there's definitely some inspiration from that pedal here within these two. But yeah, but definitely, you know, I think either one is a very, very good way to go if you're looking for a good overdrive that you know, is versatile and has you know, and has a large range of gain. I think that's one of the things that that I find very appealing about both of these pedals is that you can go. More like bluesy kind of just little bit of just a little bit of bite. And now, just for fun, let's see what happens if we set this guy up with more tone, this guy with less tone and more drive, and let's run them into each other. So let's see here. Cool. Awesome. But yeah, Suhr Shiba drive, good stuff. Loving both of them. So yeah, and if you're interested in the Shiba drive, be sure to grab them from us here at Open Chord. Thanks a ton for listening. Cool.
Golf clap.
Yeah, yeah.